What's good, y'all? I'm Monet, and I always got something to say. Today, I have an OG. I'm talking about the oldest of the OGs, the original Tyler.
I'm doing good. I'm good. I ain't that old now.
I'm sorry.
I appreciate you for having me.
No problem, man. I remember I connected with you last year, and I was just starting out podcasting, and I was really focused on connecting with my alumni because it was my junior year going into the senior year. And you was like, I'm not in North Carolina right now, but when I come, I'll meet you up. And then you hit me up. So I really appreciate you keeping that promise because it helps with the just getting comfortable with the networking and everything.
Of course, it's my pleasure.
No problem. So let's just give the students a little background of who you are. What was your major?
I was a mass communications major, and I had a concentration in public relations. Ferris Newton.
All right, Ferris Newton was your home.
That was home.
Okay, cool. Okay, so you're Ferris Newton, and where you from?
I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina, 704.
704, so he's a Carolina native.
Yeah, Carolina native, raised and born, bred, you know what I'm saying?
So why did you choose North Carolina Central University?
I chose Central because of the home atmosphere. My sister previously went to Central. She was like 2 grades above me, and she told me about her experience, and I was interested. So I did a couple college tours on different campuses around North Carolina, but Central just felt like home as soon as I stepped on campus. You know, hearing the band play, you know, they had cooked us some chicken the time we came, so I got, you know, that chicken got me, you know what I'm saying? So, it was just, y'all didn't get that?
Not no cooked chicken like you talking about on the grill?
Oh, no. This was like from the CAF.
Okay.
It was a college tour, I think, when I was still in high school.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than the CMS food in Charlotte, like with high school food. So I just fell in love overall because of it felt like a place that I can grow.
That's what's up. I feel like anybody I've interviewed has said the same thing when it came to just visiting. I know me as well when I did my tour. As soon as I stepped out in the parking deck, I was like, this is where I need to be. I previously visited Winston-Salem State. Exactly. It's like, cool, but nah, Central was home. So speaking of Central being home, that means that when you're home, you have a family base. And a part of our family base is alumni when it comes to the current Eagles. And right here, I have Travis. Travis is a junior. He's 20 years old, and he came in running track. He is not currently running track because that's not God's calling for him.
Got you.
But it was a tad bit of an adjustment. So I'm gonna play a clip. If you wouldn't mind, I'm gonna play a clip, and I just want your thoughts or maybe some advice that you have to give to both of us.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And this is from our Calling All Eagles Collective. I interview alumni, current Eagles, former Eagles, meaning the Eagles that switched up on us, or maybe the Eagles, you know what I'm saying? Here we are.
To have my exit meeting with my coach, like, I didn't do anything like on the track side, but she really appreciated my character, and that's what she wanted me here for. She wanted a leader, and so like God worked through me in that way. I'm very thankful that He gave me that. Because if I was champion again and one of the best athletes around, would I truly be following Him, or would I have Him? So you can't serve 2 guys, and I will say that I was trying to serve track and God at the same time, and those never work.
I think. So what are your thoughts?
Well, I feel like definitely it's a valid stance to be able, when he talk about serving 2 gods. I think sometimes our purpose is to grow the kingdom of God. That's everybody's purpose in this community of God. But also I think it's not that track was bad or anything. I think sometimes we place idols in our lives that go before him. And what it sounds like is he had the awareness and discernment to take that step back and let God show him the way, you know. So that's what I got from it. I wouldn't really have any, per se, advice because it seems like he got his head on straight and is aware of the transactions of life. So, you know, that brother seems like he's doing well.
That's pretty good. So you heard it from him, Travis. You got your head on straight.
Yes, sir.
Now, some playback off of it, though, because after this, I say that this is an example for athletes. Because, like, some athletes, especially college athletes, maybe they don't know how to let that, like, not necessarily let it go, but you have to understand that this has to come in alignment with you. Not that this is your image, this is your identity, but it comes in alignment with your calling.
Yeah.
And you can't put that over what God says.
Yeah, I would say recognizing that not only that you carry your cross daily, but also that the titles that we have, whether it's career or athletics, is just a platform to give God the glory. So I think the foundation, if you're athlete or in a career, if you have a job title, whether it's a manager, director, boss, superstar athlete, like it's just a platform to give God the glory. That's just a season or area of stage God has you. And if you're a believer, then it should be an opportunity to point back to God.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I definitely agree. What would you say because now this is the advice part, what is a way or an example of giving God the glory in the area of being an athlete or being in sports? Like, we have someone going from being a junior in college and now he has the opportunity to be in the NFL. Like, maybe no one had to balance that stardom when it comes to being in alignment with God. How would you say to give to God the glory in that?
Honestly, we all human, so I mean, definitely experiencing the spotlight moments is a perfect time to give God the glory. Whether it's speaking engagement, whether it's you getting drafted and they want to have you say some choice words, whether it's you writing scriptures on your tape or your cleats or any of your gear, so to let people know what you represent. So I think any opportunity, small or big, is an opportunity to showcase Christ, because it always doesn't have to be a spotlight, but those are important moments as well, just as the small moments to represent the kingdom of God and how he's moving in your life uniquely.
I think that's a great way, because a lot of athletes do that. Like, a lot of athletes put the quotes of the John 3:16 on their cleats or on their, or even on their gloves. So you just gave language to some people who didn't even know this is me giving God the glory. You know what I'm saying? Because we have
in the midst of.
Yeah, we have to give it language. We have to be able to identify the things.
Yeah.
And that's one of my biggest things. I'm a foundational Christian.
Yeah.
I have to identify it first, then I can work on it.
Yeah.
I have to give it language, or go back to the root of it. So my podcast, my platform is for beginners.
Yeah.
Because if you don't give things the language, you don't know what to fix.
Yeah.
You know, and I've had to do a lot of giving languages. It feels like a dictionary, but I feel like that's okay.
Yeah, it is okay. I mean, I think that's just the process of a creative, is just navigating the language and verbiage of what you're doing. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't want to take too much of your time. I really just wanted to show you that clip, and I appreciate you coming in, and then coming back to your roots, coming back to Central, and
gotta show love to the nest.
Yes, eagle love. And I don't know if you know or anything that's been going on camp, but unfortunately our atmosphere on campus has been a little uneasy because of the lack of mental health awareness and maybe some eagle bullying instead of some eagle love. We did just have a recent fallen eagle.
I heard about that.
Yeah, so it's good to have representation of, like I said in there, what Dr. Shepard founded this institution for. We are here really for truth and service.
Literally,
in real life.
Jesus served by washing people's feet, you know what I'm saying? So if he can wash people's feet and he's the greatest man alive, then who am I not to serve?
Exactly.
You know?
So as eagles, as you serve, this is a representation that we have to serve.
Yeah.
And when we leave, we got to continue to serve.
Yep.
So I thank you.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Truth and service. Thank you for having me.
Peace.
Peace.